Spike takes another book from the shelf, so thick that he could barely grab the spine with his hand. War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy? What about this book? Twilight uses her magic to take the book from Spike and reshelve it.
Oh, I already read that. And besides, this virus pandemic is unprecedented in equestrian history. This is a potentially long-term lockdown that we're talking about. A short, easy read like War and Peace isn't exactly the wisest choice. Ooh, here's a nice one. Les Miserables by... Oh, wait. I already read that twice.
I think there's exactly one book in this bookstore that you haven't read, Spike said, rolling his eyes.
Really? Which one is it?
Twilight says, her eyes lit up. It was a joke. Spike slouches. This is getting boring. I want to go home. Twilight turned serious.
I knew you would do this, Spike. This is why I insisted that I shop for my books first, but you didn't listen to me.
Spike only purchased the last 3 issues of Power Ponies that he hadn't already collected. Twilight's shopping bag is still empty, after nearly 2 hours of shopping. Are you ever gonna make up your mind, Twilight?
Just need a few more minutes, Spike. Ooh, is that the coveted 5th edition I see?
Wait for it. Spike mutters to himself.
Oh, wait, no. It's just a boring old 6th edition. Oh, this is horrible.
Tell me about it, Spike grumbles. The quarantine's gonna start and we're gonna be locked in the giant bookstore for 2 months.
Oh, stop getting my hopes up, Spike.
Twilight replies before moving on to the next shelf. On Wednesday, Pinkie Pie is last seen at the Ponyville market grappling Bonbon and Roseluck over the last roll of toilet paper. It is the last day of the Ponyville market before the lockdown comes into effect, and all non-essential services will be closed indefinitely to contain the spread of a mysterious new illness that has ravaged all of Equestria, parts of the Dragonlands, and as far as Yakistan. The stalls selling disinfectants and masks are stripped clean within the first hour. The food shops are stripped clean within the next hour. Pinkie Pie, being Pinkie Pie, camps out overnight before the market opens at 10 a.m. She quickly buys up the entire city's supply of party cannons, confetti, and whipped cream, because in her words,
"What are you going to do if you got a party can and whipped cream emergency?"
Pinkie doesn't really need toilet paper. She received an electronic washlet as a gag gift from Rainbow Dash last housewarming, and since then use water instead of wiping. Then why fight for the toilet paper? In Pinkie's words,
"Ooh, is that wrestling? That looks like so much fun! I love wrestling! Wait for me! Wee! Ouch! Ouch! Jeez! Chill! Can't you be a little gentle? Ouch!"
Inside Fluttershy's padlock shed is her secret stash of animal food. The animals also have to eat during the lockdown after all. And if there's nothing to eat, they eat each other. So Fluttershy must unfortunately go to the frenzy that is the Ponyville market to stock up. Thankfully, the stall selling animal food isn't completely sold out when Fluttershy arrives at noon. She quickly stocks up on all the essentials: rabbit pellets, cat food, fish flakes, and carrot extract for Angel. The only pony food left, however, is one small bag of cinnamon nuts at the snack stall and a potentially melted cherry ice cream at the frozen food stall. Not that worried Fluttershy. She was no stranger to long periods being stuck at home. Back when her social anxiety was at a critical level, she often spent months on end in her cottage, too afraid to show her face at the market. And the pony food did run out over those few months. And let's just say that Fluttershy never went hungry. Fluttershy learned that chicken chow, trademark, or rabbit pellets go quite well with a side of wild grass salad plucked from the edge of the evergreen forest. Dog biscuits work as well as tea biscuits once you get over the jerky aftertaste. Fluttershy's favorite, however, has to be canned kitty kitchen delights, trademark, which, after heating and adding some cracked pepper, makes a very tasty stew. Judging from the empty pallets of pony food at the market, Kitty Kitchen Delights, trademark, was going to be on the menu for the next few months. Fluttershy buys 12 more cans. Apparently, a single pony bought up all the pasta in Ponyville. Rarity loves making spaghetti noodles. They're so easy to make. How do you make spaghetti noodles? First, you put the spaghetti noodles in a box, and then you put it in the oven, and then you bake them. Ding! And there you have spaghetti noodles. No water needed. Which makes it a fabulous recipe for the apocalypse, darling. What's that burning smell, though? It's coming from the oven. It smells like burning spaghetti noodles. Now you know where Sweetie Belle got her insane cooking skills from. Rainbow Dash loads a bright red vinyl record onto her gramophone. She winds up the gramophone and puts the needle into the groove. Upbeat music starts playing. Rainbow Dash adjusts her sweatband, then lies down on the mat and starts doing wing-ups in her living room. The record player booms. Rainbow Dash's wings tremble, and she's dripping with sweat. The virus outbreak has reached every corner of Equestria, and Cloudsdale is no exception. All Wonderbolt trainings and performances are suspended, and most of the city is under lockdown, with a no-fly curfew in effect to prevent the spread of the virus. Stuck at home, unable to go out and fly? What's the strongest Wonderbolt in Equestria to do? Support me on Patreon and Ko-fi. Links in the description. Thanks for listening and be sure to subscribe. Good night, every pony.